Yeah, boy.
T-minus 5 seconds.
Welcome back to the Graybeard Podcast. I'm Jim, and this is Patrick.
Hey.
Say hi to Patrick.
Hey.
So it's going to be an awkward podcast. Again, this is our second time where it's just been me and you.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure we'll make it as awkward as fucking possible. But
do our best.
Our fairest Jen, our lovely, the beauty of the Beauty and the Beard, has fallen ill. So everybody go send her your well wishes. And your silent prayers, because I'm sure she doesn't want to hear all that. But it would be nice to be nice. You know, I don't even pray. So, you know.
Yeah, I do every now and then.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to.
I probably should do it more, though.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it. Okay. So, like, I'm not like an atheist.
Yeah, but I just. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm not an atheist. People probably think that because I'm the way I'm talking. But I swear I'm not an atheist. I just. I don't know. Like long ago when I was a young man, I thought that everyone had, like, I was being forced to, just like school, I was forced to go to Sunday school, you know, and then on Wednesdays I had to go to like Wednesday night or whatever. I didn't even ask to go. I wasn't asked if I wanted to go. It was just like one of those things to go to church. And the bus would ride. We had a church bus. And it would pop around the old neighborhood every Sunday around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I can't remember when. But yeah, and then and we would go. But then when I was about 12, I was like, Mom, do I have to go to church? And she goes, no. And I said, well why have I been going all these years? And I feel, she didn't say it, but I feel like she just needed a break from the kids. You know, because she would send the three of us to church and she would be alone at home. And so, you know, I mean, I'm not, I don't blame her. I get it. You know, you should understand if anybody. I mean, this is your getaway.
Yeah, this is my hobby, man. Yeah. This is like what I do now. I'm a father and I work and all that, but I thoroughly enjoy doing this, you know. It's like comparable to fishing or shooting to me.
Yeah?
Having a good conversation. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like
on a podcast.
Shooting ducks in a barrel.
Dude, I mean, this, like, being able to talk and communicate with people.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
It's just a beautiful thing. But, no, I mean, I'm God-fearing. Like, I fear, like, not so much fear.
Mean?
God-fearing mean, like, fear of a higher power. Like, when, you know, like, if you fear anything, you fear a higher power. You know what I mean?
So, like, I understand, like, fearing and respecting the omnipotence that is the one that, and you know, it's funny, on the last podcast episode, I said I didn't like talking about religion, didn't I?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
No, I actually said I don't like talking about religion. Politics and religion are two things I don't talk about.
Yeah.
But it just, you brought me in.
Yeah.
You pulled me in. Or what did I do that? I don't remember.
I don't know, but someone is blowing me up again.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. They might just have to wait, though.
Yeah, man. I put my shit on airplane mode.
Oh, I know what it is. Liam was homesick today, so daughter's in. Let's well. Anyways.
It's all good. It's all gravy, baby.
But, yeah. So.
Yeah, the baby boy, my grandson is sick. Send him your well wishes as well.
He is very, very sick.
Yes, the lad has, what is he? He has a
strep.
Strep.
Yeah. Yeah. Nasty.
Fucking McNasty.
Yep.
Poor thing. Everyone take your fucking vitamin C. I swear that I take vitamin C like at least 1,000 milligrams every day. I take zinc every day. What else do I take? Vitamin D3.
Mm-hmm.
I take about, I think it's 3,000 IU. That means international units. I just learned that.
Wow.
I don't know how many milligrams it is, but I take that every day. And I take fish oil for memory. Which
nice.
is really where I need more.
Yeah.
My memory sucks ass. But yeah, so that's like my regiment, and I do it every day. And knock on wood, every time I start to feel sick, I might double the dose.
Yeah.
I'll take some in the morning and then at night before I go to bed. And it generally knocks out any bullshit that I have. I mean, and it's not like it's a cure-all. It's not going to cure you of everything, what ails you, but it just helps boost your immune system so that it can fight off whatever you're dealing with.
Because what the fuck just happened?
What did just happen? We
glitched out for a second. We're good now. We're back and running.
Yeah, I see it.
That's weird. It like froze for a second.
It froze on my stupid face. Ah, there it is.
There it is. Fucking A. All right. Yeah, no, it's definitely important to take your vitamins.
I think
because not a lot of food these days that's on the shelves has the essential nutrients.
Oh God, no.
That you need. No. It's
no.
like trash.
1,000,000%. But before we get going any further, let me just address the listeners. So, guys, if you're used to the regular, and tonight was supposed to be a Beauty and the Beard, but like I said, Jennifer's sick, so Patrick and I decided to push on and have an episode. So we're just going to do a Graybeard podcast episode. I know it's confusing because it all streams to the same place and the audio ends up in the same place, but we do, in fact, have 2 different shows that we are streaming to the same network. So Jennifer and I are working on getting a new YouTube channel, a new Instagram, a new Facebook account, and all that good stuff so that we can have something separate for the Beauty and the Beard, and you won't see that here anymore. Well, maybe at first for the first few episodes, because we only do it once a month. So it may even be something where we can figure out a different day and do it twice a month. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to push the buttons. Push the buttons? I don't want to push our limits.
Yeah.
Maybe. Is that what I meant to say? Who knows? It's like I said, the old fish oil, I need to do better. I need to take more.
You need to double that shit down.
I need to get some Shilajit. Have you ever heard of that?
What is that? Shit?
No, Shilajit.
Shilajit?
Shilajit. I don't know. It's not like, I don't think it's spelled S-H-E, like legit.
Legit, yeah, but
it's some kind of, I don't even know where the fuck it comes from. And this is so don't take this as like, this is not like advice, or I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying, I'm not a fucking healer. But yeah, it's really fucking good for like cognitive stuff. Like it makes me feel sharp, and it's really nasty though. So it's like this, it looks like this, it comes in a little container that's about the same size as that, like, what is that rub that you put on?
Oh, Tiger Balm.
It's about the same size as the Tiger Balm. And it comes with this little itty bitty, like spoon that's like, it looks like a fucking tweezer, like a tweezer leg. It's really tiny. And you just get a little bit on the tip of it. And you just swirl it around in a cup of water. It tastes like asshole casserole, but I'm telling you, I feel really good after.
What's this called again?
I think it's pronounced Shilajit, but we say she legit. Because that she be legit, y'all.
That shit be legit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Do you take any supplements that we should probably think about?
No, I just take vitamin C, D, zinc, and then magnesium. But yeah, that's about it as far as vitamins go.
Magnesium, does that make you poo-poo?
No, I think it's for bone health. I could have it backwards, zinc and magnesium. I can't remember.
Well, magnesium, from my recollection, and I'll tell you what, I'll be the looker-upper today.
Yeah, hey, Gemma. Look it up.
From what I understand, it's like it helps your body absorb the other things.
I gotcha.
So we have magnesium glycinate and citrate and magnesium oxide. Magnesium, let's see, sulfate.
There's a specific term though for something that lets you intake more of that mineral. I forget the word.
Damn, there's a bunch of different magnesiums, y'all. Let's see. Magnesium supplements. Take me to magnesium supplements. And also for those that are listeners that understand that this is a podcast normally about like creatives and creators, we're just doing an episode tonight. This is just me and Pat, but this is similar to the format other than me looking stuff up and talking mostly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is similar to the format that we do. I mean, it's not usually this dark in here. But you know, I wanted to light Patrick up so you guys could see his pretty face. I'd rather him be seen than mine.
Yeah, it's not as dark in here.
She sucks your blood. Yep.
Nah, this is sweet though, what we got going on here.
Oh yeah, I'm digging it. Let's see, what are the benefits of taking magnesium? This is on www.centrum.com. So, you know, you should probably never click on the first 5 links.
Yeah.
But cookies reject all. Fuck you, cookies. Pop-ups. Fuck you.
There's like a theory called the dead internet theory. Have you ever heard of that? It's like you can Google that, but it's a theory that, like, I don't know, a majority of your interaction online with whatever it is was created by a bot.
Probably.
Like, you're interacting with a bot, whether it's like on your app or on the interweb, a bot is responsible for it.
I love that we've just used that now. We just say it as the interwebs. What is magnesium? It is a mineral that is essential for making proteins and promotes normal nerve cell communication, muscle contraction, and a normal heart rhythm. Magnesium is the 4th most abundant mineral in the body and assists with more than 300 bodily reactions that occur constantly. About 50% of magnesium is found in the bones. It's in the bones. If anybody gets that reference, put it in the comments.
I sure as fuck do not.
I'm not going to say, but
please put it in the comments. And like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, do that. Thank you. I've had a lot of people reaching out to me, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Anyways, what was that other thing you just told me to look up? Dead internet theory.
Dead internet theory. The dead internet theory. Maybe if you say it loud enough on live, like an AI bot will come in your chat and interact with you. The dead internet theory.
Well, it doesn't matter now. I just typed it. What the fuck? Something just popped up about Aaliyah.
Huh?
Well, Siri was listening.
Oh.
And like it popped up a Google search. I don't know. I guess it heard dead and theory or something, but I don't know. The dead internet. It's like Wikipedia. Right. Let's go to Wikipedia.
That's weird. Siri's listening while I'm talking about the dead.
Wikipedia still can't be sold. What? I don't know. I'm not here for that, Wikipedia. Fuck off. Yeah. The dead internet theory is an online conspiracy theory that asserts that the internet now consists of mainly bot activity and automatically generated content that is manipulated by algorithmic curation, marginalizing organic human activity. Proponents of the theory believe these bots are created intentionally to help manipulate algorithms and boost search results in order to ultimately manipulate consumers.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Yeah.
The date given for this death was generally around 2016, 2017. What? The theory gained traction because much of the observed phenomena is grounded in quantifiable phenomena. That's a big word.
Quantifiable phenomena.
Like increased bot traffic. However, the idea that it is coordinated PSYOP has been described by Caitlin Tiffany. First of all, I don't trust anybody with 2 first names.
Caitlin
so already,
Tiffany?
I don't trust Caitlin. Okay, staff writer at The Atlantic, as a paranoid fantasy, even if there are legitimate criticisms involving bot traffic and the integrity of the internet. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I never heard of that.
Yep, pretty interesting.
By the end of this, I'm going to have a bunch of fucking windows open, I feel like. I'm up to 4 now.
We're going to be on the dark web by the end of this.
Huh.
feel like I should have a seatbelt on. We're about to go for a wild ride or something.
Whoa, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Wow.
2 people are watching.
Yellow.
That's what it says on here.
You're one of them.
Oh, I am. If you're in the chat.
Chat with us.
I just sent you some little loves there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, love you guys.
Let's go, people. Hop in.
Okay, so I've been contacted by a few people.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
So that's good.
Drum roll,
No,
please.
it's super good. No drum roll.
Okay.
We'll just move right into it.
Let's go.
You remember when Mr. BC was here and we were talking about the podcast he was on prior? It was the Who Are You podcast.
Yes.
Okay. The Connor, I believe that's his name. Sorry if I got your name wrong, but I believe it's Connor. He reached out and said he would like to. Well, obviously, I'd love to have him here, but he also has his own podcast, so he's invited me to come on the show. So I'm going to be doing that next Thursday around 5:30.
Very nice.
Yeah, he lives kind of far away from me, so now I get to see how it feels when everybody drives from wherever they come from to come here. But
they gotta drive all the way out to Middleburg, basically.
Yeah, well, depending on the weather, it could be a nice bike ride.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that should be fun, for sure. And I've got sorry, young lady, I've got to look your ass up. I mean your address.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm getting good at that, dude.
Wow. Yeah, you are getting good at that. I don't have. I still don't. I don't know why I can't connect all of my fucking bullshit ass fucking bullshit. So her name on Instagram.
Drum roll, please.
Gypsy Soldier Sports.
Gypsy Soldier Sports.
Yeah, like GYPSEASOLDIER. But yeah, so she's got a cool page, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she is a radio host. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know but she interviews a lot of the Jaguars and the cheerleaders and you name it. She's kind of a sports nut.
Wow.
Also a reference from a different movie, but same actor.
Comment it down below.
Please comment that below. I really am curious to see if anybody, gets that. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to having her on. I don't know if she has her own podcast. I'm still hazy on the detail, on the deets. And, of course, next week we've got Mr. The Man, the Myth, the Legend of Collab, Mr. iJit.
Yeah.
It's at iJit on Instagram, but we call him Jit. I call him sexy.
Oh, he's pretty cool.
No, I love Jit.
Yeah, he's cool as cucumber.
Yeah, and he's been doing I'm honored to have him. So, I mean, it's been getting him on the show has been like pulling teeth, but not really. Because, we've just been kind of casual about it. But he's super busy. Like, he makes me feel like I'm being lazy. Like, legit.
All those guys. All three
of them. Yeah.
All three of them. Yeah.
For real, they do. I mean,
they're like just doing content. It's like they're doing it. They're always in the act of doing something to create content, like better content. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish and I think about that. Like, as I go through my day, I'm like, maybe I should put more of my life on, the old grams. But I'm just like, nobody wants to see what I do during the day. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't want everybody knowing what I do for my day job. Honestly, it's not. It's totally legal though. But
it's a very lucrative business.
Dork. Yeah.
There we go.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh yeah, where is that one? I gotta get used to that. There we go.
I don't know. But yes, things are looking up. So
nah, dude, you're doing great. I want to get that Colby guy on here.
Colby.
Colby Grant, I think his name is. he used to play flag football with him, but he shoots for the Jags now. Colby shoots.
Oh yeah.
Grant Visuals or something like that.
Oh yes, for sure. I definitely want to get him on. There's another. There is another photographer that I found on Instagrams, that he shoots a lot for the Jaguars. Actually, there's a couple of them. One of them's got a podcast. I know his name is Aaron Berkshire. I follow him. He's been on, or he had Chris on, not
2X.
Yeah, not too long ago. He was just on there. So, he looks like a pretty cool dude. He takes a lot of really cool pictures. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan of all you guys. I love art. I don't care what it is, whether you're shooting sports, motor cars, horses, people, modeling, brand shit. I don't give a fuck. I love it all. I think it's all great. That brought something else up in my brain, which you know how this goes.
Hell yeah.
Little ADD
We're on a little ADD pinball right now.
Yeah. Bing, 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 bing.
Squirrel!
Squirrel. But yeah, it's brands. And this is going to be an unpopular opinion, and it might catch me some hate. But when someone says to me, building your brand, it just kind of cranks my noblin, a little bit. Not my good noblin, like the last noblin you have. Like a nerve, I guess, is probably. I don't know why I say these weird ass words.
Noblin nerve.
Yeah, because it just cranks me way down to noblin. But
it grinds my gears.
It grinds me fucking gears.
Who the fuck are you?
So yeah, I just feel like if you're being you, if you're being true to who you are, and that's who you portray, that's who you are, because this is who I am. I'm a fucking dork. I curse a lot, and I take some pictures every now and then. But and that's who I would like people to know, on the interwebs, as it's so affectionately put. But I just don't build your brand. Just show you. Share yourself with the world. If you feel a need to get on social media and be part of the collective, as it were. I never thought that I would actually come to this position in my life where I'm like, I think I'm going to be an influencer. I don't think about that for sure. I don't think about wanting to be an influencer. I have a goal. That goal is to be able to share out as many people as possible, to help as much people as possible with anything that they're doing that's art related. And, just have fun.
Hell yeah.
And that's my goal. But unfortunately, like we've talked about numerous times before in the past, to do that, people have to know who the fuck I am. So guess what? Stay tuned. After next week, you're going to know who the fuck I am.
You're going to know who the fuck I am.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I love that, dude.
Yeah.
No, but when you say building your brand, take last week's interview, B, or last week's pod, B. He's a faceless man. You know what I mean? He can only build his brand by with what he shows with his sunglasses,
which is what he wants.
You know what I mean?
But see,
it's like a purist take to it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what there's two sides to that coin. So I'll finish that thought because I thought about that too today when I was thinking about this thought. There's two sides to that. For one, if you're like putting yourself out there and you are ultimately, and again, this goes against being the brand. You're the fucking product. You are what people come to the internet to see, so that is what I mean. You're not a brand. You're a person. Okay. Let people know who the fuck you are. Stop building your brand. Now, if you're selling products and you actually have a brand, that's the totally different thing.
Yeah.
Then you build that brand, but that brand does not define who you are. It doesn't. You are not the brand. The brand is the brand. Me, I guess I'm the fucking thing. But I have the Graybeard podcast. That's the brand. I'm just the fucking douche canoe that runs it.
But he also did in the podcast last week with, I want to get so big that I can take their market and say, fuck them. And then they can just buy me out for millions and I'll be happy. You know, like basically it was like, but, because what did he say? Fuck 8105 or something like that?
I think that was the code.
8105? Yeah. But nah, that was fucking sweet, man.
Yeah. And also BC, I'm still waiting on my delivery.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy me a couple pairs.
I bought a pair of the Time and Place sunglasses. I can't recall exactly which ones I have. I got the email in there, but I know why they haven't come, because he even mentioned it on the podcast last week. He said he was
2 week.
Huh?
There was a 2 week lead time on it, I think, for when they were coming in.
What are you talking about? Oh, is it?
Yeah, the Jesse Sky ones or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember. But at any rate, I know that he said when he left here that he was going to Miami.
Oh, yeah.
The Art Basel in Miami.
Yeah.
Which, coincidentally, my friend Russell, our friend Russell, you all know and love him as So Scenic Photography, shouts out. Give him that. Oh, yeah, baby.
Fucking A, Russell.
That handsome fucking devil. That handsome man. He was down at Art Basel just chopping shit up and working his ass off down there, just making it fucking happen.
Hell yeah.
I'm so proud of him. I mean, that is so cool. I followed every one of those stories, and I was waiting for the next one. It's like the adventures of him, and I cannot, for the life of me right now, remember the name of the guy that he was with. And I feel like shit about that a little bit.
You gotta start taking that fish oil, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. Take the fish oil, folks.
I need something else. I need something other than fish oil, I think.
Like a coffee enema or something?
Something. Wait. I don't know about... I think coffee enema might be taking it too far. I'm going to figure it out. Let's see. What was that it? Oh,
that might bring back your memory real quick.
NYC Lavish. That's who it was that he was with.
Okay.
He has been dubbed the most talented Uber driver on the planet.
Wow.
Yeah.
For why?
For why?
For why? How? How is he? Yeah. For why?
For why? I need to know. Well, for why is because he's a very talented fucking photographer. He's really good at what he does, and he drove in NYC Lavish around everywhere. I can't remember. He said his actual name. I can't remember what it is. Sorry, guys, if I.
Yeah, but you can go find him now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah. You know, maybe one day he'll bring him in on a podcast. Maybe when we get the studio up and running, and I get it set how I want it set. No,
we can just bang it out right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. I'm not. When we first started doing this, and I started bringing people in here, I was a little embarrassed. I was like, but if you listen at all to like the Mark Maron podcast, or a lot of podcasters, a lot of people, that, especially famous people that have started podcasts, started it in their garage.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think we have a pretty decent fucking setup.
Yeah.
I like it.
As far as beginners go?
Well, I'm not quite a beginner.
Yeah, but true.
I'm just in a situation where my money's if you've been following along at all, and I've been very quiet because since the bathroom's been done, they haven't done any more work. They took a break through Thanksgiving, and they had other jobs to start and take care of, which is fucking awesome. The guys over at HD Home Repairs are just fucking tearing Jacksonville a new asshole, and I love it. And I mean that in the best way possible. But they're out there cranking out. I mean, there's 3 guys that I know that are doing a lot of work, and all 3 of them were at 3 separate jobs today.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm hoping that they will all come back in and get down on this kitchen, because Reno started this morning on the kitchen. And it is a black hole of a mess. But if you've ever been through a Reno, you know I have some popcorn kernel like stuck.
Get that thing out loud.
I'm chilling. Theo on.
Here, let me put my finger in there.
I got a popcorn kernel stuck in my throat.
Make you want to punch a fat kid at Kmart.
You can't just be walking up to any fat kid in Walmart. That's really offensive. I mean, I'm not sure to whom.
Fuck it.
It's a fictional fat kid.
Ready for this? Go on a diet. I don't know.
Easy, fella. We really don't fat shame here because
whatever.
I could be 200 pounds or heavier than I am now, quite easily. My woman cooks a lot, and I love to fucking eat. So,
yeah, I'm still young and have good genes, and so
yeah, you're built like a brick shit house, Patrick.
A brick shit house.
I feel like Patrick could probably stop a bullet with his abs.
Not even.
Yeah. But
anyway. That thing would go right through me. No, I'm not no Hancock. You know what I mean? Superman.
So what I was saying was I had this embarrassment to bring people into my garage in the beginning, but it's gone now.
Nah, because once they step in, they're like, "Holy shit! This is cool." Every time you get that reaction now. So
yeah, people are like, "This is kind of dope,"
Yeah, they're like, "Damn, you've like really done it."
Pain in the ass, isn't it?
Nah, that's all right. I don't give a shit. I'm good. Look at this. I'll eat my peanut right in front of this mic right now. Ready?
People love it when I pull my vape, and you eat food, or Jen eats food, or somebody takes a swig of water.
I was about to buy a whole ass pizza and freaking eat it right on this camera.
But yeah,
that was a nice.
But swing. things are going really well. I've been really happy with the podcast lately. I've been super blessed to have as many people on and agree to come on.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people on now.
Yeah, and I mean, there's only going to be more. It's going to be growing, and there's going to be more people coming. I've got so many ideas for people to come on. I still haven't reached out to all of them. I'm getting to the point, I feel like, where I almost need to have like an intern come in as like a personal admin.
Yeah.
If anyone is out there that wants to learn how to run a podcast like this one, and you want to intern, and what that means is you basically work for free because I don't have money to pay you.
Just time.
Yeah. I mean, Patrick works for free. I do this for free. I make no money from this. And that's fine because I love to do this. I love to sit down. I love to talk. As you all know, I love to talk. What really sucks, and I just thought of this, that building a brand thing. I've been doing the Coffee with Jim on Sunday.
Yeah.
Which I really noticed a drop off in views because I didn't upload it on Sunday because I had so much shit going on Sunday.
You got to do it right then and there.
I have to do it on Sundays. People are actually looking for it, I feel like. Yeah. Or the algorithm is looking. Maybe the algorithm.
The keyword on that specific day.
Whatever it is.
Changed a little bit. And
yeah. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, it's almost like the algorithm pushes it out more on Sunday because it's gotten used to me doing it. And then I put it out early Monday morning, like 4:00 in the morning, Yeah. And it's gotten maybe half of the views that the other ones have gotten.
Okay.
But, excuse me.
Yeah, that was a salty one. I tasted that one from here.
Yeah, it was kind of thick.
Yeah.
It was a little gelatinous.
Thicker than a bowl of cold oatmeal, is that what it is?
Something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's about the consistency, I would say. But yeah, so we got a lot of great guests coming on, and I'm looking forward to all of them. And I'm going to keep your ears open because I'm going to be reaching out to you very soon, lads and lasses. Yeah. What do you want to talk about, Patty?
Hell yeah. Dude, have you seen that new movie, Leave the World Behind, on Netflix?
So I saw your post earlier, and no, I have not seen that.
Brother.
So if anybody, there may be spoiler alerts.
No, I mean, we don't have to talk about it. But
I mean, what is the premise of the movie? I've never even heard of it.
I mean, it just came out last week, but
must not be very fun. It's no Avengers.
It's a Netflix original, or like Netflix, docu or film, Netflix movie, basically.
Is it a docu?
No, not a docu. It's just a movie. Okay. Yeah, but I'm gonna. Yeah, all right. Here you go. So it's basically about modern day collapse in America. And it would start out with a cyber attack, and the cyber attack would go after infrastructure such as the satellites, i.e. putting down the nav systems. Look at you over there, controlling the power.
Power?
Yeah, controlling the power grid.
Oh, okay.
Controlling basically the TV, the radio, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's just I don't want to ruin anything if anybody hasn't seen it, but basically there's one scene in the movie where the nav systems are, spoiler alert, are knocked out for like airplanes and ships, right? For all moving vessels and vehicles. And it shows just one of these planes nose diving out of the sky into the ground because, the satellites were taken out, no navigation, no communication with airports, all that stuff. So, and I don't know if planes got hacked and they were like put on autopilot, but it's just crazy. And at the end of the movie, it was so weird. It's weird. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but people have to go watch it. But the bigger part to me, the movie was a 5 out of 10. Here's the big part about the movie, in my opinion, is that the producers of this movie was a company called Higher Ground, and the people who own that are Barack and Michelle Obama. Mm. So but just the way that you have to go watch the movie to make a good assumption of what I'm talking about. Yeah. And so when you're watching it, just remember who produced it and look at the details in it. It's just very interesting.
Well, you were talking about that earlier, or whatever, and I was kind of reading some of the comments. I honestly, like I said, I had no idea what this show is about, or movie is about, but it made me think about the Library of Alexandria.
Oh yeah.
It made me think about that, and it made me think about like the internet as, in correlation to that. For those of you that don't know anything about the Library of Alexandria, let's see. And this is on the Britannica website, by the way. So the Library of Alexandria, the most famous library of all of classic antiquity, it formed part of the Research Institute at Alexandria in Egypt. That is known as the Alexandrian Museum. The libraries and archives were known to many ancient civilizations in Egypt, Mesopotamia, Syria, Asia Minor, Greece, but the earliest such institutions were local and regional nature, primarily concerned with the conservation of their own particular traditions and heritage. So basically, it was like, of that time period, all the culmination of all the heritage and things that were important to those people of that time period. It was all cataloged in there, and God only knows what was actually in that library. And then I can't remember who burned it down.
Like the freaking Citadel in Game of Thrones type deal.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. I would. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Let's see. Alexander.
Who burnt it down? And how long ago was it?
I don't know. There's too much in here. I can't read all this really fast. I really suck at reading. But yeah, it ended up getting burnt down to the ground, and we lost all that info.
But ancient knowledge.
Yeah. So basically, think about how easy it would be for like an EMP, or multiple EMPs, large or just a large EMP, which actually might not even be something that man makes, because I saw a documentary about like the sun,
solar flares.
God. If a large enough solar flare happens, it can cause a worldwide EMP.
Yeah,
and will basically throw us back into the fucking dark ages. Everything that we have online, all of this, because we record, everything goes digital. Everything.
Yeah.
There are a few outliers still writing things on paper, writing books with pen, but not very many. And, it's just not many at all. But I mean, all that information that's at the fingertips of us. Everybody's worried about, excuse me, I'm burping right now. Elon Musk's Neuralink, it won't fucking matter. Okay? Because everything that you will be able to access with the Neuralink is going to be gone, and you'll just be a normal fucking human again, with a bunch of shit stuck in your head.
Unless they drill that normal part out of you and replace it with something else. Well,
what I understand, they don't actually drill. They cut into your skull, and then they just lay this narrow net over your brain, and then put your skull back together. And then, because people, they do brain surgeries all the time.
Okay, so they don't have to read it through a skull. They can read it directly.
Yeah, well, eventually your brain will grow around this neural net.
That's so
and it integrates with your brain. I don't know who the first person is going to be to ever do it.
Not me.
You wouldn't do it? No. I wouldn't be the first. It's like buying a new buying a new iPhone, like the first version.
First of all, I don't want anybody to know what's going on in my head.
I'm just saying, it's like you never want to be the fucking first.
No, yeah.
Ever.
The fucking dummy mouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, thank you.
Let's see.
Well, I think they've already started the trials, haven't they? I mean, I wish you had that thing over here. I would be typing too. Actually, I got my phone.
I mean, you can use the computer, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's try that. Real quick.
And now on the podcast,
we have the fuckery session.
Let's see, Neuralink system.
Test.
All the actual important stuff Neuralink just announced.
Oh, yeah?
Wired.com. I still have...
Get it out of there, Jim.
I still have that Foxconn kernel in there.
You still want to put my finger in there?
I got it. Beautiful.
There you
go. While Elon Musk has been... I'm just reading all kinds of shit tonight. Did you pull it up?
No, I didn't. Oh. Well, here. I can try. Let me go ahead and pull the browser up first.
Yeah. All you got to do is just open the browser. You don't have to use it through the app, through the program. You can just open Safari and then hit number 4, and it'll show your screen.
No shit. That's right.
Yeah.
No shit. There I was.
While Elon Musk has... This is on, like I said, it's on Wired. So I typed in... What did I type? Has anyone been outfitted with the Neuralink system? And that popped up. So let's see. While Elon Musk has been taking over Twitter, his brain-computer interface company Neuralink has been working on refining its technology, which is aimed at creating implants that allow a direct line of communication between human brain and computers. Go away, you fucking pop-ups. Let's see, called brain computer interfaces, or BCIs. Oh, computer brain interface.
Brain computer.
BCI. Wow. For short, we have to shorten it now.
That's fucking scary.
It's got an acronym. It's real. For short. That's okay. These systems use tiny electrodes placed in the brain to read signals from nearby neurons. Software then decodes these signals into commands or actions, such as moving a cursor or a robotic arm, which would be really cool for amputees.
Yeah,
for sure.
So the trials were
God
accepted in September, but has anybody? I don't see anything in here where it says.
Has anybody actually been
outfitted
with it?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm looking for that too.
I bet there's some underground shit where they're fucking trying it out first. All right, let's see. Is this feasible?
Okay. In a company update 2020, pigs implanted with the coin-sized Neuralink device it's a little further down, trotted onto stage so Musk could demonstrate the safety of the implant as well as its ability to record neural activity from pigs' brains. He described the device as a Fitbit for your skull with tiny wires. Okay.
Okay.
One pig had an implant in its brain at the time of the demonstration, and another previously had one, but it had been removed beforehand. Meanwhile, the brain signals from the pig were broadcast on the screen. The company's current implant, which is the size of a quarter, contains 1,000 electrodes or channels capable of recording and stimulating nearby neurons.
Wow. So is this the same pig that the dude had to fuck on the first episode of Black Mirror? Because this seems like a Black Mirror episode, man. Walking pigs out with brain implants, testing it out on them. Hey, it's safe, just no big deal. Just putting something in your head. Wow. I don't know, man. It just seems risky to me. It seems like the the juice is not worth the squeeze. I don't know right now. Maybe 20 years from now, maybe my opinion will change, but I haven't seen anything. It's just so scary to me.
I'm not scared of it, but like I said, I mean, I actually thought about it today. I don't know why I thought of Neuralink today, but it popped in my head, and I thought about it, and I thought to myself that I would definitely do it.
If you would do it now without them showing you any...
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So if they showed you something that was feasible and you visibly saw like okay, that works. That's awesome.
Yeah, like if they had tested it on, it would have to be like 100,000 people, and after about 2 or 3 years of them having it in their brain, and they, them finding all the little, because anytime you get a new piece of hardware, there's always little bugs, and and once they've updated it and it's in its purest form or it's in a better form, I would probably then try it. But I want the one that like I can like manipulate my camera with my brain.
Oh wow!
I want to be able to use my computer, like turn it on, move, switch. I don't even want to. Ultimately, if I had that, I would also want a fucking new eyeball.
It's like Cyberpunk 2077.
I want an AR eyeball, augmented reality eyeball, so that I can see like normal. Okay, and this is coming too. They've already got like this is what the Google Glass and stuff.
I want an infrared eyeball.
And Google Glass is super old. They're like onto some new shit now. But AR is like where you're wearing glasses and everything looks normal, but then you'll see little shit here and there. Like I can see stats over your head,
Yeah.
I'll see like your age and shit like that. And this is why I've talked about this before. I don't know about on this podcast, but I definitely talked about this before. There won't be any more secrets. Everybody's information is going to be open to the public, and everybody's going to know who everyone is, and you're not going to be able to hide shit.
Let me fucking ask you this.
Fucking ask it.
Do you think that's the level that aliens are at? These so-called UFO flying motherfuckers? These gray little humanoid walking. So do you think that they've gone to the furthest point of evolution to where they've been so integrated with each other or with a technology that they can read each other's minds and basically creates an honest society and with no strife in between because everyone's communicating with each other on a different wavelength? What if that's the next plane? You know what I mean? What if that's that? And then, but do you think, because I don't know, I hear about all these events that people have had with interactions, and they say when they see one of these things in person and they like make eye contact, it's almost as if they're communicating with it, like through the eye contact.
There's some sort of telepathy.
Do you think that would cure wars?
I think that it would definitely open people up to, and this is debatable, and this is just my thoughts, but I feel like people would have more empathy for others if you can see what's going on inside their brain. Now, that's provided that the information is coming in a steady stream, and it's like a cohesive stream. It's not just like rando thoughts. If I just like look at you and I just hear all the weird fucking thoughts that are just popping around in your brain.
Yeah, like I'm singing a Creed song right now while you're talking.
Right. Like that would be strongly annoying, like very highly annoying, and I would tell you to stop. And or throw something at your head until you pass out.
Yeah, I forgot you shit on Creed that one time.
Fuck her. I wasn't even talking about the Creed song, but just like if I'm trying to talk to you and I fucking hear you singing Creed in your brain, like
drop that motherfucker.
It's not even like it wouldn't be like your voice. It would be like your memory of how the shitty fucking lead singer sounds from Creed. Your memory of that. That's how it would sound in my head.
You fucking shitting on Creed again, man. What the fuck?
Listen, you open that door. You open that third door down.
I'm gonna sing some fucking karaoke right now on Creed.
Oh God, please no.
I got the YouTube right here. We're gonna stream this bitch right now.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. That juice
listeners will drop off.
Squeeze for sure. Yeah, for sure. I feel like
But yeah, back to the telepathy thing. That would be annoying. Yes, you're right.
It would be annoying. It would be cool all at the same time. Now, you should be able to throw up a fire. Obviously, you should be able to throw up a firewall.
Yeah.
And so people can't actually hear your thoughts and see all your stats and all your information unless you want to. That's the thing. We should be able to have the ability to shield ourselves. And then when it's like dating.
Well, that's part of your intellectual property.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's like dating. And I imagine it will. Could you imagine all the fuck boys are just going to be fucked? Not good. Not in a good way.
Yeah.
They're going to be screwed because when they go on a date with a girl and they're like, oh, how am I? They're like thinking about angles and like, how am I going to get this chick in the sack? Do
you think all of that would be gone?
I think that there's going to, in the beginning, there would be people that would be honest and they would turn their shields on and they would actually try and verbally get to know each other. But after a while, it's going to be tender. And what I mean by that is you get near that person and you both drop your shield and you're both like, you're either, yes, it's either a fucking hell yeah or it's a hell no.
Yeah.
And because if it ain't a hell yeah, it's a definite hell no. But that's what I'm saying. It's gonna cut. Restaurants are gonna go out of business because people are gonna show up to the restaurant. They're gonna flip their shield off, and they're gonna let each other know what the fuck they're both thinking. And immediately, it's either gonna be, let's go home and do this, or I'm leaving.
Yeah, why are you here tonight?
Never gonna actually go inside the restaurant.
So why did you show up to this date?
You won't even have to ask.
Yeah. Well, you just be like,
yeah. Now, there is a Black Mirror episode that's similar to that. You remember the dating one?
I only watch them sporadically, so no.
Okay, so in this one, you see these two people. Well, there's a bunch of people, and it's this beautiful, like, pristine. Everything looks too perfect, and everybody's got a little timer, or like this little pad that they keep with them in their pocket. It's about the size of that.
Okay.
And it just
like a good old Zen.
Yeah, and it's got a little screen on it, and it tells you, you could talk to it. It'll talk back to you.
Oh.
And then on the screen it displays, like a time frame. So everybody, you go to this restaurant and you're set up automatically with this person. They come in and they sit down. You start talking, but before you do, you'll be like out at your job or at the pool or whatever. And you get a notification saying that you've been matched with somebody, and it's like an interactive Tinder. So you're like, all right, cool, we got a date. I got a date tonight. So you go on the date. And then at the end of the date, it like tells you how long you have to stay together. So some people get like 5 minutes. Some people get like
a fucking millennia.
Some people get like 20 years,
wow.
Whatever. And the couple that, their first date, they were like, they really liked each other. And then the date ended. They were like, we're not going to look. They didn't want to look. So I think it was either the first. I'm totally butchering this, guys. If you want to go watch the Black Mirror episode, I don't mean to spoiler alert this, but
yeah, Black Mirror dating episode.
Yeah, and it's pretty kind of interesting, but and I don't want to give away the ending, but it's definitely similar to this because they both are like, we don't want to look. Let's not look. Let's just enjoy our time together. Because I feel like if we look, it's going to cheapen.
The decision's going to be made.
Right.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah, but who would enforce something like that?
Well, the computer algorithm does it.
Oh. Well, yeah, because are they robots at that point or something? Or
no.
Were they? Are they just normal human beings?
I can't tell you. They're normal human beings.
That's crazy.
But you have to watch the episode.
Okay.
But yes, I feel like it's going to be like that. Like, you're going to be able to I don't know what I feel like that would devalue almost everything, though. Do you know what I mean?
Because nothing would be original. Well, everything would be original, nothing would be individual.
Right. I think everything would be
bland.
Everything would be impersonal. You would already know. You wouldn't have to. You'd never watch another movie again.
Yeah, everything's integrated.
The only thing that's gonna like take off until manufactured food starts happening, but like is the food industry.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. Anybody that's in the food industry is going to be millionaires.
Yeah,
and housing, and like all the trades, all the jobs that the people up in the white collar jobs right now, the people that look down upon the blue collar people, those blue collar jobs are going to be it's going to switch. The roles are going to reverse.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need them for infrastructure. You're going to need them. And that's really all we're going to need. We're going to need food and infrastructure. Everything else is going to be why? Why do I need to go watch another movie? I can stream something directly into my brain, or I can just, I can actually, instead of streaming the movie, I could go into the director's brain and just, watch his ideas right there in vivid, fucking 12K high def in my brain.
And to produce all this technology would probably throw an immense carbon output footprint, you know what I mean? To mine all these metals and everything to put in people's heads. I'm sure they have to be fine metals.
Do you not think that that's happening right now?
Oh, I know it's happening, but the same people that advocate for this stuff are the same people that say we need to cut back on our carbon footprint.
Well, I don't think it would be any more than they do now. I mean, like, you imagine the millions upon billions of iPhones that are made.
I know.
And not just...
by slaves.
Not just every year. Yeah. I mean, not just, like, it's not just, it's every fucking year is what I mean to say. It's every year they come out with something new, and it's all the phones.
I just don't mean to...
It's all the computers.
I don't mean to make like a political standpoint about this, but... Mm-hmm. Like,
those people make $5 a week.
They've made like deals and agreements about like 2050 or whatever that we're gonna cut back on all that shit. How are you gonna do that? It seems like a gimmick to me.
So right now, a lot of people are getting rich off of planned obsolescence. Oh. And you know what that means. You know what
I think you used it last week.
I did. I talked about it. So planned obsolescence is they make shit to last 3 years, last 2 years, last a year, last, your car may last you 4 years. If you're lucky, you take really good care of it, maybe you can get 6 or 7 out of it. But they're made to break. Everything is made to break. Not everything. Some people who have the best interests of their consumers in mind actually build shit to last. But you and I both know nothing lasts. Mm-mm. Everything will eventually break, especially like, engines and things where there's metal rubbing against metal.
Anything mechanical.
Anything mechanical can break. Electronics. It may not break, but it's the hardware, the software outpaces the hardware, and eventually you have to upgrade. Just like my computer over there. I just upgraded all the hardware. Basically, just built a whole new computer.
Yeah.
But eventually the software is going to outperform that, and then I'm going to have to upgrade again.
Yep.
So.
And constantly update your drivers and all
right. Like every fucking time.
Every week and a half.
This is why and don't even get me started. I know that there's PC people out there. Okay. There's a reason I'm an Apple guy. And I'll tell you why.
Simplicity.
Huh?
Simplicity.
Oh, I thought you said some pussy.
No.
I never got any from an Apple product. But
simplicity.
Could you imagine like a girl's like, oh my God, I love your, is that the iPhone 25 Pro Max? You're going to get it, boy.
Can I touch your fat iBuck?
Yeah. Do you have a pop socket on there? Sexy. No. I like Apple because I don't have to update drivers. I don't have to, the shit just lasts. I mean, they're computers anyways. I mean, this computer is probably 10 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. And my laptop is about 4 years old. Of course it's not, I bought it and it doesn't have the most memory. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have the best RAM. It doesn't have the best processor in it, but for what I paid for all of that shit,
yeah,
I could have bought a brand new one with a lot of memory, and
yeah.
with the I think they're on the M2 chip now. You know, Apple came out with their own processors, CPUs. They had the M1, and they went from Intel. Now they're on the M1 and then the M2, which apparently they're really, really fucking good. You know, processing. Yeah, it has really a lot of processing power. So this isn't like a unboxing or like a fucking
branding or
preview of Apple. I'm not a shill for Apple.
Yeah,
I'm just saying I like the connectivity. I like how everything is compact and everything is right there. You don't have to hunt for shit.
Yeah.
It's there, you know. And what I love about those computers is the fact that it's like upgradable. It's you know, I can do it. I'm a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
And I did that. You know, I upgraded the RAM myself. I opened up the little door
did a good job.
And put the things in. You know, the guy, you know, my friend Zach did the rest. But yeah, I mean, so in that regard, it's cool. But for someone who's a creator, I definitely think Apple products are just the way to go. You know?
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. But unfortunately, that's the most powerful computer I have right now. It's probably the most powerful computer anyone has. Apparently, I put a lot of really high dollar shit in there.
You put 64 fucking gigs of RAM in it.
Hey-o.
Jeez.
I don't know if that's good. Is that good?
It's just a lot.
Sounds like 100 would be way better. Or like even a terabyte.
You're wasting your money at that point without the graphics card and everything.
Right. So. Yeah, that's the only thing I have yet. If somebody has a good graphics card, hit me up. I might buy it from you.
And subscribe while you're at it.
Where are we at on time, Patty?
We're at 1 hour and 1.
Okay. Well, we can keep going, or you can.
We'll chill for more. Yeah, we can shoot from the hip for a bit. Oh man.
Little smoke break there.
Little smoke break.
What else you want to? So we talked about your movie.
Yeah, that was just very interesting. Please go watch Leave the World Behind. It's a 5 out of 10 with the acting, but you'll see why when you.
What the fuck? Hold up a second. I'm looking down at our subscriber count. Did you notice that we have 99 subscribers?
Yeah.
Listen, I know that there are content creators out there that have like 100,000, 1 million, whatever. Okay, I started this YouTube page probably 4 years ago, maybe 3. I can't remember exact. I have to look it up. But I really haven't promoted it. Until I did this show, I never did lives at all. So, and I really didn't promote anything. But I mean,
see, oldest video is 4 years ago.
Yeah, so 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm almost to 100 subscribers, and when we do, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe at 100 subscribers, you know, if you're interested, maybe we'll do a little Funko Pop giveaway.
Ooh,
what do you guys think? You want a little Funko Pop? A little Jim Funko Pop?
Yeah.
Yes, this is my likeness. I know it's dark and you really can't tell, but I mean, can you see the likeness?
Yeah, we can see it pretty well.
I have to turn my hat back around. They didn't have one where I couldn't flip the hat around backwards. But yeah, so and maybe we'll do that, you know, at 100. But
hell yeah, get us there, people. Nah, man. Yeah, the world's very interesting right now with the election year coming up. It's I think it's gonna get interesting. All the propaganda.
Yeah.
Both sides. And that's just shit that I think about.
So I feel like they're already on the campaign trail now. Is that what's happening? People are on, and they're doing little conferences.
Yeah, for the Republican side, but for the Democrats, there's really no clear candidate because there's no majority support for Oatmeal Brain. And then
Oatmeal Brain.
Yeah.
Who?
The president.
Oh, our current president.
Current president. Yeah, Joe Biden.
Oatmeal Brain.
Yeah, whatever. Nickname. He don't know me. Whatever. I don't know him, sniffer. But yeah, weirdo. And
I remember when I was in the pool and the kids would come and they would rub my leg hairs up and watch them come back down. What? Did you just say that on live TV? You fucking weirdo.
Yeah, and so many more things.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to get like raided by the fucking feds or nothing, but so you got to really be careful.
No, I know, but what I'm trying to say is there's no real clear candidate on the Democratic side. Right now you have Gavin Newsom that might be stepping out. He just did a debate with Ron DeSantis, but Ron DeSantis doesn't even have a clear shot towards candidacy. So
I know this will probably catch me some shit. I mean, there's things about I'm not going to say I like him, but there are things that I like about him.
Yeah,
I mean that's as far as I'm going to go.
For me, it was just COVID, like the whole COVID during that, not being locked down, like the rest of the country was. I don't know. It seemed like it was I was gone for majority of that, but from what I heard, like the first year I was gone, but from what I heard is he had, basically blocked all the other, like closing down restaurants and stuff like that and whatnot. And that, I think that saved our economy pretty well here in Florida. A lot of people moved here. Lots of people have.
So I'm looking at who's running for president 2024. So we've got on the blue side, we've got Joe Biden, some Williams. I don't know that it just has their fucking last names. Why?
What are the names?
Williamson.
Yeah, I don't
Phillips. know. And when I click on their names, it does not go. Okay. Dean Phillips. He is a representative from Minnesota. Elected into the House on 2018. Mr. Phillips left a position in the Democratic leadership because he was currently considering running for president. Okay. Let's see. Williamson. Oh, Marianne Williamson. She already does not have my vote, and there's personal reasons on that. And then you've got Republicans. You got Trump, Haley,
Nikki Haley. Yeah, Nikki Haley, and then you got Vivek Ramaswamy, and then DeSantis, and then
Asa Hutchinson.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ryan Binkley, Ron DeSantis, and please tell me this is not. Oh, it is Chris Christie. Yeah. Fuck you.
Doesn't drop out any day now.
So in the Independent Party,
fuck Chris Christie.
We've got Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Wow.
Ew.
That's bold.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that he's going to pull a lot of Republican votes.
You think?
He's
running as an independent.
Yeah, but he was a former Democrat, so he might pull a lot of Democrat votes too.
Cornel West has taught at Yale, Princeton, Harvard, and is currently a professor of philosophy at Union Theological Seminary. And also you have Jill Stein.
Is there even like a debate between those people?
What do you mean?
Like RFK and anybody else that's running as an independent?
What do you mean?
Like an independent debate, like the Republicans have a debate?
I don't know. Well, from what I understand about the debates, and people, I really fucking hate talking about politics, but we're just going to pontificate on this.
I hate debates because they're
using that word a lot this week.
Pontificate.
Yeah, but apparently you have to gain favoritism in certain groups. And I don't know exactly who gets to choose the groups, but it's definitely, it's one way to kind of rig the system.
It's like
because whoever chooses the groups that choose the candidates for the debate, can say, well, I want this person and he's a Republican. So I'm going to choose the people that always choose Republicans, this group of people. So those, and then they're most likely going to, they're going to choose that person, whatever. But it's really, the whole thing is fucked up. And here, let me, instead of talking about this, I want to talk about an idea that I've been having. Everybody's up in arms about like voting, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like voting is fixed, it's rigged, it's blah, and not only that, but the amount of fucking money that these candidates have to spend on the campaign trail, right?
Or the amount of money that their donors have to get them into a certain bracket to launch them into a debate.
Exactly. So all of these donors, do you think that they're not going to like hit them back? Like if they make it, they're going to be like, hey, buddy, remember me? There's a couple
Slice of the pie.
There's a couple of bills I need you to pass so I can become more rich than I already am now.
Rent's due, motherfucker.
So I think to cut all of that shit out, I think that all of the candidates should be forced to take no money, none whatsoever, other than their regular salary. Okay. Anyone who is on their campaign little group is a volunteer strictly. Only volunteer. And I think that they should use the platform of YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, X, Threads. I think they should use social media to run their platform. They're not allowed to pay for it, so they don't have millions of dollars. So sorry. I didn't even have any coffee tonight, okay? My kitchen's tore up and my coffee pot is put away.
And we're shooting from the hip.
And we are shooting from the hip. But I think that there should not, if they use if they use their own money to hire people to make productions, that's one thing. But like all the little video ads and anything that gets done, bitch, get an intern, tell them to turn the phone around and film you talking all the time.
Yeah.
Talk about your policies. Talk about what you'd like to do, and when you get into office.
It's really not that hard. We don't see any of that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think that is the way that people should run. If I saw a motherfucker going on Joe Rogan, going on other podcasts,
and they're starting to.
Exactly.
You know, which is nice to see.
What was that that one guy that was
Vivek?
No.
Which one guy?
He was kind of Asian, but not.
Oh, you're talking about
Ray something?
No, the
I don't know. I liked him.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. But he had democratic policies.
Well, but what I liked about him is he went on to a
Andrew Yang.
Yes,
Andrew Yang.
He went on to a podcast that is sometimes 3.5 hours. They've breached 4 in a couple of episodes. But when you sit there and you talk to someone for that long, you really get to know them. There's no faking. You can't hide behind a script. You can't hide behind commercial breaks and makeups retouch. You can't do that. There is none of that.
Raw.
It's raw.
Very
it's
raw.
Live. It's raw. There's no edits. What you say is what you say. And I liked him from that. It made me like him. But that's what I'm saying. Is I think that but that's the problem, isn't it? They don't want us to know who they really are.
Represent. Yeah. What values they represent.
Right.
Is what it is.
Yeah. And even at that, you can still represent yourself on social media in a way, because like Jen said before, you only see what I want you to see.
Yeah.
So, but, and one thing I like that Obama did, he kind of got out in front of all his little fuck ups when he was in college. He's like, yo, I smoked weed. I did a little coke. That's when, whatever, and he kind of told before people started digging into his past.
Yeah.
And there was really nothing.
No dirt, no nothing like that.
Right.
And I get it. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
About what?
What I just said, like how they should run using social media, making a YouTube account, things like that, and literally take money and lobbyists out of the picture altogether.
Yeah, but you know who would have to make that decision? People at that level.
Yeah.
There's too much money involved.
Yeah.
Too much money involved.
There it is.
And you can't separate greed from humanity, from humans. I just feel like I don't know. I don't want to be like a glass half empty kind of guy, but
I don't want to be a wet blanket here.
It's too far gone. I mean, there's just so many people, so many politicians that are beholden to their donor.
Yeah.
And not their constituents.
Right.
When it should be the other way around. They should be beholden to their constituents and not their donors. So
yeah, when did the for the people part fall off?
Yeah.
I really don't think that they're for us anymore. Have you noticed? And it may be because I have this money in the bank, a little extra for the reno here. But I've felt like things have gotten a slight bit easier, but not a lot.
No, the inflation has cooled down to 3.1%, which is what the Fed wanted to get down to, and now they're talking about starting to do half interest rate cuts starting in March of 24, so towards the end of the first quarter, and then maybe adjusting interest rates down to match inflation. But for the next 2 years, you're going to see interest rates on houses at least above 6 to 6.5%.
Right.
for the next 2 to 3 years.
The interest rate I got on this home loan was, I don't even want to say it. Don't. Hurts my soul.
Because I don't want to cry either.
Yeah, you will cry with me. But let's just say I know people with like credit card interest rates lower than
mine. But there's also like trends called stagflation, to where the inflation bottoms out, and then it comes back more rapidly and more furious. So it just depends on all the radical spending and the printing and the taxes and the cuts. It boils down to a lot of different things. Right. But one thing that
the butterfly effect.
Yeah. One thing that they don't account for in this inflation data is like the most important parts, which is energy, transportation, and food. They don't count those in the numbers that they run. So how do you not count what's probably like 50% of the market, which is energy, gas, i.e. whatever, transportation, which is a big industry,
of course, $1
billion industry, and then food, everybody.
Yeah, people got to eat.
How do you not count those essential
Especially
items?
in like metropolitan like cities like New York.
Yeah.
Like if you're not transporting food in.
Yeah. But that already tells me that the inflation data is skewed. Like if you're not counting everything. If you're not counting the price of everything, every good.
Of course. But the problem I have is that we know this and we're nobody.
Yeah.
Okay? So there's bound to be billions of other people that know this as well.
Yeah. I would hope so.
Why is no one else? Why is there nothing can be done?
Yeah.
Like, what can we even do? You know what I mean?
Gonna elect somebody like Javier Milei, the new president of Argentina. He ran as an independent, and he won a month ago, and he just got sworn in this week. And he went from like 16 departments of the state to down to 9. He cut a whole bunch of stuff, got rid of a whole bunch of radical spending programs. But it's stuff like that, big moves like that, schedule effing people, tell them to get out of their seats, you don't belong here anymore. Stop sucking money from the government for useless stuff. We have all these homeless problems that we pump money into, but it's only getting worse.
Yeah.
Which tells me, there's my answer there.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. Millions of us aren't.
Right.
So.
No, and that's why I say everything is so transparent these days. Everything. Everyone can see everything that they're doing.
There's been so many schemes that have been made that have been ran now. It's not hard to like, oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like in the past, like way in the past, like in the 60s, it was like easier to keep things under the rug, and it was easier. There was intelligence. That's what they called it.
Yeah.
And there's a need to know basis. You don't need to know this, and there's, I mean, they could have been. All the, like Clinton, I didn't, whatever.
Yeah.
I did not have sexual. There was a lot of presidents that were probably fucking around, but they kept it on a hush hush.
Yeah.
Because there was no internet.
Yeah.
There were no people walking around with fucking cameras in their pockets 24/7.
Or just like whistleblowers.
Right.
There's a lot of that these days.
Yeah. Now we've got surveillance cameras everywhere. Everyone's got a fucking camera in their pocket. And just like you said, whistleblowers, like, I mean, you got them Secret Service guys standing outside a fucking hotel room while you're in there, heels to Jesus with a hooker, God bless her.
Yeah. I mean, just a whole like moment, but no. Yeah.
But it's just so
a lot of CCTV everywhere.
Yeah, and it's so obvious, and it's so out there in the open. And these people, it's like they've gotten away with it for so long that they just don't fucking care anymore.
But has the masses been pre-programmed through?
We have
great novels and movies and 3-part series and shit like that to be like, oh, this has happened in that world. I'll accept it in this one. You know what I mean?
Well, it's I liken it to like anthropomorphizing like animals.
Oh yeah, like the sweet teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, folks, bears will fucking rip your asshole out and eat you alive. If you've never seen it, there's plenty of YouTube videos. Go and look up, bear kills prey or something like that.
What's the Leo movie?
Oh, The Revenant?
Revenant.
Which was highly embellished, by the way, but according to certain sources. At any rate, though,
highly embellished. What do you mean by that? Break it down,
apparently
mister.
he had no son. So there.
Like in the true story.
Yeah, the true story.
Oh wow.
Is what I'm saying. They at Hollywood stuck their fat Hollywood dick into it and just kind of stirred the pot with it.
Yeah.
Gosh. But yeah. So, anyways,
they had to dramatize the situation.
If you think that fucking bears, yeah, they're fucking cute when they're just walking around. They're super cute. They look like big puppies. Yeah. God, yeah, I can't even do it. But
bear fights.
The way they eat their prey, they eat it alive. They don't kill their prey before they start eating. So literally they like to go for the asshole first.
And balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they decide to chow on you and not
you know that chimps, they will not kill you, but they'll rip your face off and your genitals off. Because it's some kind of dominance thing. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass.
I'm so glad that we live in this society where we have no big cats that are following us on the way home every day. No mountain lions, no panthers. No, but I mean like not on the regular.
No, they're out there, but you'll like. I've heard this. I don't know the actual numbers, but like if you've ever been on a hike in the mountains or in the woods or something. You've been in close proximity to a cat, a big cat, and 9 times out of 10, maybe more, like they don't want anything to do with you at all.
No, they don't.
But they watch you.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're hungry enough, they will fucking kill you.
Have you seen that video of that guy walking through the mountains and one comes up on him and he pulls out it was like a Glock and he just starts giving it warning shots because it kept getting closer and closer. And I don't think he shot it, but he had to shoot at it like 4 or 5 times for this thing to run away.
Oh yeah, they're not scared of much.
Bro.
And if they're hungry enough, I'll take a bullet.
Bro.
For sure. Yeah. It's a scary world, man. And people, we have been coddled so long.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is we've been coddled by cities and we don't see it. Did I tell you probably about a month ago, I saw a fucking, I don't know I think it was a coyote.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Right off of Blanding at that Publix at Argyle.
Yeah.
I was driving down the road. It was early in the morning, like 4:00 in the morning. I was driving down Argyle and I look over to my left and right on the corner under a light, I was like, that's not a dog.
Oh, you can tell, yo.
Oh yeah.
You can tell what, yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely tell it was not a dog.
Yeah.
I was like, how fucking crazy is that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one in my behind my neighborhood probably about a year and a half ago now. Yeah. And this lady got it on film. I could probably pull it up, but it lives in this, it was in this little 16-acre patch of woods. And it looked like a mama because I think it had teats on it, but
well, almost all female dogs like that, like coyotes, wolves, they're going to give birth to litters of dogs.
Well, but you know how coyotes operate, right? With a reproductive system, with how they
call out, and if one doesn't call back, then they go. It's almost like they go into estrus, but they have like where they would have had 4, they will now have 8.
Yes,
it causes them to reproduce double the amount.
Isn't that crazy?
So that's why a lot of people have had over centuries have had a hard time, maintaining that population.
Yeah,
because they brought them in. They like wolves. This is a really dumb idea.
Yeah, but
a lot of people way back in the day thought, oh, we're overrun. We have too many deer. We need to, there's no predators, so they're just growing, and we can't keep up with them. We can't kill them fast enough, so they had to bring in predators. So they brought in like timber wolves or whatever. Those things are fucking ridiculous.
I
don't
think they were gray wolves.
I think it was gray wolves.
Yeah,
but
those are the arch nemesis to coyotes.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. But yeah, they brought in wolves, and then soon the wolves were running into the villages snatching babies.
Oh my gosh.
Did
you know that there was a ceasefire between Germany and Russia in World War I because of wolves?
Yes.
That is wild.
Yeah. They're killing too many of us.
Yeah.
Let's fucking gang up on these wolves. But they're the same way. Wolves, they'll have twice as many puppies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember think it was Dan Flores, was on JRE, and he was the author.
We get all of our fucking facts from JRE.
Hell yeah, you should try it out sometime. But he wrote a book called Coyote America and explained how they were only in the Midwest to begin with, and then when humans and the wolves were introduced and all that, it pushed them into every city in America, even in New York City. It's so wild.
Yeah.
So think on that.
What do you think about that? I think I'm done.
Yeah, I think I'm done too.
I'm getting sleepy. I just yawned.
Yeah, you did.
I took a nap too.
Wow. Yeah, you did take a nap.
I did.
But you had no coffee tonight. So.
I did not.
No coffee.
I'm pissed off about
that. Wow. Oh, wait, hold
on. Yes, if you'd like to send coffee or like a gift card for coffee, and I can just, go get it. Just...
Here's my Venmo.
My Cash App is JWM Photo. You can just go ahead and send me some little do-re-mi. But on that note, I will say that this is a free publication, and we try to be fun, entertaining, and sort of informative. And what I mean by that is normally, if you're just joining, this is for the people that are just joining and they've never watched an episode ever. This show is mainly an interview kind of interview show. Okay, like I don't really interview people. We just have a conversation. It's just a conversation between two creatives or business owners or whatever. Whoever I decide to bring into the show that day, whoever I book, that's who I'm going to sit down and talk to. So maybe you'll learn a little something. I try to bring on people that will actually be of value to you, the listener, to you. I'm talking to you. And what I mean by that is whether it's, maybe I bring on, let's say, a lawyer, and you're a photographer and you want to start a business and you don't know all the, the legalities of everything, and they can maybe shed some light on that. Also, in the same breath, I have a little touch of ADD and I do veer off topic from time to time. Hopefully that's the entertainment part. I hope it's fun for you guys. I have a fuckload of fun doing this. My thing is this. I don't care if I ever get paid doing this. I don't care if nobody watches. I'm still going to do this show. And if nobody wants to come on and sit on the show and be, and sit down and talk to me, if that ever stops, I'm still going to do this. And even if Patrick decides he can't do this anymore, I'm still going to do this. So
I'll be right here.
I'm taking applications.
What the fuck?
You need an intern also. We should both get interns.
Yeah.
If you'd like to be an intern on the Graybeard podcast,
help us out here.
Email me at jwmphoto1@gmail.com. If you have any comments or suggestions, or you just want to say hi, also email me at jwmphoto1. That's the number 1, no underscore, at gmail.com. Or you can just comment on this video, or you can comment on my Instagram page, damn it, that's the fucking email again. The Instagram page is The Graybeard Podcast, as well as my photography page, which is Graybeard Photo Co., with the little at the front of both of those. But yes, please, hit us up. Thank you to those who have gotten me almost to 100 subscribers on YouTube. I appreciate it. And yeah, you won't be forgotten. And here's to 100 more.
Hell yeah.
Whatever happens. Let's let those cards fall where they may.
Let them fall.
That's it. Oh, it is.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Buffering. There we go.
Here's intimate moment. And now cut. Go.
From me to you, I love you guys. And thank you again for everybody. Hit that outro music, Patty.
Yeah, baby. All right, everybody.
Don't forget next week at IGIT on Instagram. He's a fantastic creative and business entrepreneurial type of person. You're going to be very excited and happy. We've had him on the show before with his his business partners at the Colab Cafe, where he is currently stationed. But Mr. Jet will be here, and I can't be more excited to sit down and talk with him. And after that, who knows? We're going to just keep that ball rolling. So tune in, get your coffee, look for Coffee with Jim on Sundays, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Peace. Woohoo! Yeah. Another one.